Hello, hon. Thank you so much for your purchase in a 5-question tarot card reading. So your name and info will be confidential. Sorry for the delay. It's been very stressful. I've been very booked. I mean, if it continues like this, I'm probably going to have a waiting list because it's getting to a point that it's hard for me to schedule people because I'm scheduling so far off. And it's hard for me to keep up because I have a daughter and I'm doing, I do school and stuff. So um, it's a little difficult. So thank you so much. And I try to do these during the day as it's easier for me. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into your questions here, hon. All right. So I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I would like to tune in here, and we'd like to tune into what's coming through for. I was wondering the past life where I was an activist in the 20s and 30s. Was I in some form also a journalist, or did I have a strong connection? Oh, for sure, boo boo. For sure. I do in this life, so it would make sense, but okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting, she was an activist, and then she also was into projects. I think I said she was into, helping women and stuff like that. Sorry, hon. So yes, I 100% feel like you were a writer because there's this feeling when I picked up when I read you that she did projects for women and she was there for, women of color and also women in general and just the concept of equal rights. I do feel like she was a journalist and I do feel like she did write and stuff like that. And she wrote political stuff and the man that she was in love with that she couldn't be with, I feel like he helped her get these things published, or he would get her connected with certain people that would help her get published. So she would also do it secretly, I feel. So she would do it under a different name or like a ghostwriting name. I don't know what it's called, but she would put it under a different name, and then people would read it thinking she was white, a white man actually. Okay, because it obviously in those times it was not acceptable. But she did this, so 100% this makes sense with your life now. So that's really cool. And then the thing that you told me, I didn't know that you almost died because of lung issues. I'm so sorry. Like, that's crazy because I kept picking that up strongly with that life. Number two, I was wondering if you can channel if I will ever do some form of script writing in this life. I would love to work on film, but script writing is so hard to break into. Yes, it definitely is. Because I used to love that as well. I was wondering if you ever see energy for me being successful in life. Okay. Do I ever see getting into script writing, film writing? Do I ever see into script writing? Okay, so I feel like definitely you're gonna get into writing. That's 100%. There is maybe a feeling you won't get so much into script writing, um, but I feel like you're gonna do a bunch of things. I feel like you're gonna write for different kinds of different forms of writing. I do feel like they will probably be more maybe even like news stuff, things with the news, things that are happening around certain cities, states, the world. I don't feel any fashion or anything like that, but I do feel more like news stuff like that. Okay, um, concerns and issues around going on around wherever you live, or news and stuff. Okay, or like having a perspective on things. Okay, I do see you doing blog writing. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but like writing for different blogs. So I do see that. I do see you maybe getting a job at some point doing blog writing. But I do see you doing different things. Okay. The film, I'm not seeing that right now. Maybe we can do an update and try to read on that a little bit later. But right now they're showing me more news and more blog writing for you. Writing for a website, some articles, stuff like that. Okay. Do I see you being? Do I see her being successful with this? Yes. Yes. And what's interesting, I feel like you're going to dive into so many different things with this. So it's like an endless like exploration. There's also this feeling, so you're going to be doing different things. Keep that in mind. And so don't be hard on yourself if at the moment you're not doing what you want, like the kind of writing you're wanting. I feel like you'll get to that point. There's also a feeling like you're going to move, which I think you told me that, but there's a feeling like in the future you will probably live somewhere else. And this will have to do with your work and this will have to do with your writing. Okay? So I feel yes. You just kind of have to believe in yourself because there's this feeling of like a blockage there or a stuck feeling. Like either you doubt yourself or you don't believe in yourself or it's hard for you to believe in your potential. You got to believe in it more, and that will bring that manifestation in. Okay, because that's kind of holding you back, I feel. Do you see me having a lot of financial success in general career? I see financial success. I don't see you like super rich, but I do feel like you will be stable. I feel like you will be stable. I feel like you will, most of all, enjoy what you're doing. Okay, so this is celebration card, this happy card, and it will be like this feeling again, intuition. Like you'll know what you're doing is what's meant for you, and there's this feeling like follow your intuition with this whole process with your career and with your work. Again, there's just this feeling that you're going to be doing what you love. And then the end, that's just going to bring in that abundance that you're seeking. I don't see you super rich, but I see you being stable and living a happy life. So, okay. So I don't see a lot of financial issues. I see you being stable. Will this person I ever date in the future? We're friends, both like each other more than that. I think we're just waiting on the right time. Will this person and this person date in the future? Will this person and this person date in the future? Well, future. Hmm? So this is communication. So there's going to be communication. I feel like you guys will be in each other's lives, and this is obviously there's a karmic connection here. You guys come through as lovers. Okay, so it makes sense about this connection. For me, this is a yes. I do feel like you guys will date in the future, but there is this feeling of like maybe you guys have to go through what you need to go through for that to happen. Okay, and I don't know if I've already said this in a past reading, but there's this feeling like maybe there's still things you need to do, he needs to do for that to happen before. And this is a waiting card. So you're saying we're waiting. This is a waiting card. So they're just showing me things have to be, things have to be done before that could happen. Okay, so this is a waiting card for me. It's a yes. I'm getting a yes, but it's like you have to be patient if you want to invest in this, if you feel like you want to. Okay, your last question. I was wondering for the Asian spirit guides that you picked up. Why did they choose to connect with me? Were they related to the Chinese princess past life I had they picked up? Well, because that past life you had from the 20s, her genetics, she was actually black, but she had some Asian ancestors in her. Okay, because for me, I kept seeing her being black and beautiful with a little bit like Asian looking chinky eyes. So I feel like genetically she had Asian background descent. So she had Asian spirit guides that worked with her and also a lot of ancestors. Okay, so there's this. So I don't know if you know this, but when you pass, your past lives stay imprinted on your soul, right? So her soul, which is your soul. Yeah, right? Am I right? Yes, her soul, which is your soul. Has those imprints, okay? Has her imprint of her life and all her stuff that came with her. So that's why they choose you. They chose you because mostly it came from her ancestors, but it was so strong and it was so impacted on her soul, it's impacted on your soul, okay? And that is why you're connected to that Chinese princess from the past life as well. I do feel like your soul in general has a lot of Asian past lives. Yeah, connected to the dynasty era and stuff like that. So it's because it's imprinted on your soul. That's why they didn't choose you. It was more of like it was already imprinted on your soul, so it came along with you. Okay, so that's really cool. That's really cool. So I do feel like there's a lot of things coming up for you in the next couple of months. Is this feeling maybe it will feel a little bit stressful and it'll be busy for you, but there's this feeling of just taking one day at a time and going with the flow. And I feel like everything will be okay. All right. So I send you lots of love. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm always here for you again. And thank you again so much for your patience. It's been, like I said, it's been difficult. And I hope you have a beautiful week and stay safe. And I will text you. Bye.